There was a time when I too was a prisoner, not in a cell of stone and iron, but within walls I built myself, walls made of cravings, habits, and escapes I could not seem to abandon. Addiction wears many faces. Some drink to forget, some chase endless noise to avoid silence. Others drown in attention, approval, or work. The common thread is this: we run. We run from emptiness, from pain, from the truths about ourselves we're too afraid. In my early years, I sought refuge in what numbed me. Days blurred into nights, and moments of peace became rare as a summer snow. But one evening, an old monk found me seated by a flickering lamp, lost in thought. He placed a hand on my shoulder and said, "You are not weak because you crave. You are weak because you refuse to understand the craving." Those words lingered like a quiet bell ringing in an empty hall. I began to ask myself difficult questions. Why do I seek this escape? What is it I refuse to face when the world falls silent? What is it I fear will speak to me in the stillness? And there, in the hush of unanswered questions, I found my first taste of freedom. You see, overcoming addiction isn't about fighting the desire with clenched fists. It's about understanding its source. Every craving carries a message. It points to a wound, a longing, a forgotten part of ourselves we've buried. The drink, the smoke, the endless scrolling, they are but the surface. The root lies deeper. In the ancient texts we studied, there's a saying, "He who masters himself is greater than he who conquers 1,000 men in battle." And I learned that mastery begins not by denying your cravings, but by observing them. Sit with your restlessness. Watch the waves rise and fall without being carried away. And here is the truth no one tells you about addiction. It's not your enemy. It's a teacher. A stubborn, painful, relentless teacher. It forces you to look inward, to confront what you avoid, to realize that peace was never in the bottle, the pill, the distraction. It was always sitting patiently within you, waiting for you to remember. So today, if you find yourself struggling, pause, take a breath, ask yourself not why, am I so weak to this? But what is this craving trying to tell me about myself? And then take the first small step toward that answer. You may not hear it at once, but in time, with patience and silence, you will. And when you do, you'll realize you are never truly chained, only asleep. This is the lesson I offer you, from one traveler to another. May you walk your path with courage, and may you find peace in places you least expect. Subscribe, not for me, not for numbers, but so when the nights get heavy again, you'll have a voice in the dark to remind you, you're not alone.